Hey guys, and welcome to Nicole Sauce's Thought of the Walk today. It's episode 43, and I was kind of thinking about taking the long-term view. Sometimes it's a good idea to take the long-term view because when you take the short-term view, you make a decision one way that may not be in the best interest of your long-term success, and it can be really hard to do that, especially in, painful situations that you may be in the middle of, that sort of thing. But if you don't take the long-term view in a decision, stuff doesn't always work out the way you thought. Actually, stuff usually doesn't turn out the way you thought anyway, right? But I got to thinking about this because I heard somebody tell a number of people that their marriage is breaking up because they wouldn't get the stick. And I was like, who does that? I can understand not agreeing with your spouse about a personal decision, but it's a personal decision. And this too will pass, right? The equivalent is you've just ended your marriage because your spouse won't get the flu shot. That's basically what you just did. Right now, it might feel really, really, really important. 10 years from now, you're going to look back and be like, well, shit. What did I do? I guess 10 years from now, it doesn't matter as much. And after building a life with somebody, I would think that you would want to take the long-term view on this. Now, I don't know the details of this particular person's relationship, and maybe other things were going on, but to have that as the reason, that's a very short-term view of the situation, especially for something that is not preventing spread or infection. And if your fear is that you'll get the illness and end up in the hospital and die, and that sounds very painful to you, so you need to end the marriage, weren't you there for sickness and health? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a sad thing, and definitely not a long view. And that applies to a lot of other things in life too. Like yesterday was Labor Day, and if you missed the live stream, we were just talking about Labor Day. Labor Day is a day where a lot of us hang out and have a good time and barbecue with some friends and that sort of thing. That's okay. But it's also a day where if you have a job and the kind of job that you're not working on Labor Day, you were just given a gift of a day. A day you can focus 100% on making your life better. And by doing so, you can make the whole 1% better. If you take a long view about where you put your time on Labor Day, you may end up 1% better this year, and then 1% better over Thanksgiving, same way, who knows? You may end up 10% better and further along to where you want to go. So I just think taking the long view is a good way to make decisions. And sometimes the long view, guys, is I'm taking a selfish Sunday. That's what I did this weekend. Took a selfish Sunday, wrote the things I wanted to do with them. One was a production outcome. Didn't do that one. You know what I did? I read a fiction novel. I did some organizing around the house, and I went swimming. And I swam about, 2,100 meters or so. And I haven't been swimming for 3 months, I think. Chestnut! My dogs. Hey, Chestnut, come here. Chestnut, sissy! There they go. I'm supposed to be on a walk with my dogs, and they just got really interested in a rabbit. So, is what it is, right? Is what it is. Anyway, I hit that pool, and I could have gone probably 2,500 if I wanted to. But I got to go swimming, and that investment is a 3-hour investment, 3 to 3.5 hours by the time I'm done with it. And I just feel so good after I do it. I have this thing where the right side of my body is a little bit weaker suddenly in the last 6 months or so and hurts. And when I go swimming, that goes away. The other thing that was interesting about the outcome, I didn't lose any weight. So, because I weigh myself every day, because I'm on that whole thing. But my belt was an inch smaller from Sunday to Monday. Didn't lose any weight, but something moved around while I was in the pool, which was kind of nice. I think I just stretched and popped and that was great. The long view of that is if I make time to relax, I'm better and more prepared to work through the week. Like today, I'm teaching somebody how to roast coffee. I'm getting out a lot of coffee orders and setting the stage for the podcast tomorrow. We didn't do a Monday podcast because of Labor Day, so it's sort of a hybrid podcast tomorrow. And then also launching a bunch of fall events that are happening. We've got Self-Reliance Day at Special Operations Equipment on October 23rd. We've got Turkey Processing Day before Thanksgiving, Saturday before Thanksgiving. We've got the Christmas reception in December. And I'm speaking at a Back to the Land Expo the weekend before the event in Camden. So there's a whole lot to do. Plus Jack Spirko's spring workshop is in November. Fall workshop is in November. And those all line up right around Christmas time. So as you can imagine, there's a lot going on. But I just take the long view every day as I look at what I'm going to do and decide, where's the priority today. Yesterday was kind of a gift for me because I was quiet, no interruptions. I could really focus on some stuff. So I did. And I got a lot done. Anyway, think about that. Think about that in your relationships too, because sometimes we make short-term decisions based on pain before addressing the underlying long-term-ish perspective or integrating that. Sometimes, yeah, it means things come apart, but sometimes it might be worth that extra effort to take the long view. Anyway, make it a great week.